friends, attorney Marina Shapelsky here. I will talk today about how to receive your 10-year green card, which is called the process of removal of conditions on your permanent residence, with or without your U.S. citizen spouse. So basically, you're in the situation where you received your green card, your plastic card, it has a date on it, the date when you became a conditional resident. That's the date you became a green card holder, and your green card has a date and it says resident since, and there's a date there. So when you are getting your green card through marriage to a U.S. citizen or green card holder, or you're a child of somebody that got their green card through a marriage, or through a marriage to a U.S. citizen or green card holder, you get the 2-year conditional green card. Now it's time to file for the 10-year green card, which means it's almost 2 years since the time you received your first green card, and that's called, you're going to be removing conditions from your permanent residence. As I just mentioned, the time is 2 years, and you must file approximately 3 months prior to the 2-year anniversary of your conditional green card. So from here, the situation's different. So someone is still with their spouse, everything is good, they're still married, they're living under the same roof. In that case, we say you will be filing your petition I-751, petition for removal of conditions, jointly together with your U.S. citizen spouse, or maybe your parent is filing and you'll be included in your parent's petition as the child. If everything is good, you should collect all the papers that prove to USCIS that you've been married all this time. All your joint documents, including bank statements, leases, deeds. Right on top of your package goes joint tax returns. I recommend to my clients to order IRS transcripts of those joint tax returns. You can call IRS or go on irs.gov, get my transcript, and get the transcripts of all the joint tax returns, which should be at least one, usually 2 since you got married, and you can include those right on top of your joint documents package. I mentioned the joint bills, I mentioned the joint leases. Maybe you bought a property together, you should have a deed with both names on it. You also can have bills that maybe, like, let's say electricity has the wife's name on it, but maybe gas has the husband's name on it. Those work as well. I recommend copying all of the bills that you've collected through your marriage and including them in your package. If you've had joint credit card statements, if you have joint insurance cards for your car insurance, or maybe it's a life insurance, a medical insurance, any kind of insurance, and maybe you have bills that have 2 names on them from insurance companies, from medical providers, anything like that, include in your package. Include with your form any travel itineraries, any printouts of tickets that show you've been flying on the same flight sitting next to each other in your package. Maybe you've taken trips together and you have other paperwork, or maybe you're planning to buy something together and you have invoicing or receipts for home repairs, or anything like a family cell phone plan or family BJ's or Costco cards or something like that that shows both names next to each other. On the bottom of the list is like invitations to parties, cards that come in the mail, anything like that. Although that works too, and you have to show the address and what the cards say, and if it's not in English, you'll probably have to translate, and I'm not sure it's worth the investment. Okay, next. You need 3 witness letters, or even 4 if you can get, from different people who are related to you, or friends or family or co-workers, or somebody you've traveled with, or anything that anyone who knows you and can tell the government you're a couple. And it will say, my name is Joe Johnson. I live at 351 Livingston Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11201, or Colorado, town of whatever zip code. I'm a U.S. citizen, or I'm a green card holder. My date of birth is so and so. A copy of my ID is attached. I confirm that I know, the U.S. citizen John is married to the green card holder Tatiana or whatever, and I know them because we are next door neighbors. We've seen them around the block and around the community on holidays, and going shopping together, and driving to the park and walking in the park, and we saw them on 4th of July, we maybe spent Thanksgiving together. They brought a pie, an apple pie. So how do they know you? What is their relationship to you? What kind of events prove that you've been a couple? What kind of things prove that you're living together? How do they know you? All that stuff. Signature, date, would be nice to get a notary of that person's signature, and absolutely must have a copy of their ID. Their driver's license or passport or green card, something like that, should be attached to each witness letter. Now, I also recommend taking about 20 to 25 pictures of you and your husband or you and your wife in different times, at different places, with different people, family preferably, kids preferably, at different events, showing you are jointly taking pictures together. So you should be wearing in the pictures different clothes, standing in different places with different people. It shouldn't be 5 pictures from the wedding. Maybe you can include 1 or 2 pictures from the wedding. The rest of the pictures should show your dating, marriage, and married life together. It should be signed. I recommend you take a picture like this. You take a piece of paper like this, for example, you glue the little picture on it, and on the bottom, you sign date, place, who is in the picture, what does the picture mean in terms of your green card process. This proves I attended 4th of July picnic 2019 with my husband John at Wolf Pond Park, Staten Island, New York. So you should have 20 to 25 pictures like that, each one attached to a separate sheet of paper and signed. Maybe you can have 2 pictures on the sheet of paper and signed very precisely with date, time, place, who is in the picture. So that should be your package. If you put all of that together, you should have a really big package like this with a form on top. Make sure all the information is right. Make sure all the stuff that has to do with you personally, your social, your date of birth, alien number, all your marriages, everything is spelled correctly in the form. And make sure you send the form to the right address. The instructions are online if you want. I-751 form, find the instructions, find where to file depending where you live. Find out the exact fee. There's a fee calculator now online. You can type in USCIS fee calculator and find I-751 form and make sure you have the right fee payable to Department of Homeland Security, USCIS. Make a copy of the entire thing, keep your copy, send this by certified mail with return receipt requested or Federal Express proof of delivery. You must have a copy and you must have proof of delivery, and you must track the check you include or the money order you include, because when it gets cashed, you might get the receipt number, and even before you get your receipt notice, you will know your case was received, your case was assigned a receipt number. Once they receive your package, they cash your fee, everything is right, you will automatically receive a letter saying you have 18 months extension of your conditional 2-year status. So you're in status. That letter you can travel with, and if you really need to travel and you're worried, you can make an appointment, if you can get one now in COVID times, with USCIS InfoPass to get a stamp in your passport to prove you have that 18-month extension. And if it takes longer for USCIS to process than 18 months, you can go get a stamp and get another 18 months extension. This is my video about the process of jointly filing the I-751 petition to remove conditions. For any specific questions about your case or problems in your marriage, give us a call for your paid individual consultation. We'll spend time brainstorming and thinking what we can do to help you legalize. Bye and have a wonderful day.